Hey, Stardew Valley. I'm Sil, they, them. This is episode 5. Last episode, we teleported Red, and I'm curious to see what we're gonna do today. So let's get into it. Okay, so if I remember correctly, the last thing we wanted to do last episode, but didn't get to do because of the way saving works, is restructure the house. I think right before we get into that, I do want to mention real quick that I did some thinking about the potential Pacifist Valley mod and the accompanying mod that changes the mob drops to be a bit less macabre. And I came to the realization that, well, I decided, at least at the moment, against it for two reasons. The first one is that at the beginning of the game here, there's still so much to do, and there's still there's still quite a lot to do each day, because we don't have automation yet, that it doesn't feel quite as burning to me at the moment to introduce another layer of the game in the sense of dungeon delving. So if anything, like just from the perspective, kind of like balancing content, if I do want to introduce it, which, it seems like a lot of you want me to, then maybe it would be a good idea to do it just a bit later into the playthrough. The second thing, which is more from a philosophical perspective, and I would also like to get your opinions on this. So what the Pacifist Valley mod does is it makes it so you don't fight monsters. Instead, you cuddle with them, right? They become friendly with you, and as a result, you can, walk through the mines and other potentially, hostile areas. However, what it doesn't change is the fact that you walk into the mines, which is essentially those monsters' homes, and basically just plunder them for whatever resources you want, right? Like, stone, or gems, like mushrooms, other stuff that you can find in the mines. And even though with the Pacifist Valley mod, like, monsters will be friendly to you, something about that still doesn't feel very realistic to me, and not very, up to par with what such an activity would be like in real life. I can't imagine that, if I walked into someone else's home, whether human or, non-human, they would be very pleased and want to cuddle with me, or going in there and like taking stuff at random, right? So I still want to think a bit more about that. And again, maybe as we go through the playthrough, that, kind of like conundrum will kind of like ripen in my mind, and I'll come to a more decisive conclusion on how I feel about it. Who knows? Might be next episode, might be in a few episodes from now. We'll see. I think the best thing to do would be to just let it authentically grow into itself. But of course, feel free, as usual, to weigh in the comments, share your opinions, and perhaps convince me as to why I should do it sooner rather than later. But anyway, let's get into this day. So, TV check real quick. Okay, it's going to be clear and sunny tomorrow. Perfect weather for the Egg Festival. The event will take place in Pelican Town starting between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Don't be late. This is another thing I'm kind of like trying to consider from a vegan perspective. So the Egg Festival is kind of like Easter in our world, right? They paint eggs, and then, children and, I guess in this case, farmers alike, go around and, hunt those eggs in order to see who can get the most, right? Hold on. Sorry. To see who can get the most. And I know from experience that in this game, when you manage to beat it, you get a hat, which is very nice. Kind of like a straw hat. Sorry, I'm getting sneezes again. Let me turn the AC on to higher temperature so I don't sneeze throughout the entire episode. But the question is, like, do you want to participate in an event that kind of like normalizes egg use like that? They could be real eggs. They could be, fake eggs. Nobody knows. But considering that there is a farmer in town other than us, or rather an animal farmer in Marnie, I wouldn't And also there isn't there isn't like an arts and crafts shop to the best of our knowledge. I think it's more safe to assume that the eggs used for the egg festival are actually eggs from Marnie, or rather from chickens. So by the end of the day, I guess, or rather by the start of the next day, it'll be a good idea to figure out whether I want to participate in that or not. We'll see. And let's see the fortune. Oh, good luck today. How many geodes do we have? 3. I mean, better than nothing. I'll make sure to take them with me. So we want to kind of like restructure the house real quick. I think we'll do that immediately before I forget. So I know I want the bed. Is it even possible to move the bed? Yeah. Wait. Okay, before I move the bed, I'm gonna need to move this chest. Oh. Okay, thankfully I have enough space to kind of like evacuate it. That's not what I'm trying to do. Oh, okay, because I don't have enough space. So real quick, I'm going to put a lot of stuff here just to be able to evacuate the contents of this chest. Then I can move the chest. Let's put it here for a moment. And then move the bed here. So now it also makes sense that the chests are kind of like at the bottom of the bed. Let's put everything back. Don't have enough space. And now, I guess let's move the window slightly closer to the bed. And perhaps we can put... So we know that the TV and the fireplace need to be facing south because they can be rotated. So I think let's put the fireplace here. I think we'll move the TV just a little bit to the left, and then I want the table to be relatively close to it, or facing close to it. So let's do 2 sides here. And I guess, for the sake, if Nooch ever wants to sit close to the fire, we could put the rug there. And in terms of light, I guess it would make sense to have the light somewhere close to the bed. Or because there's already light coming from that fireplace, maybe put the light somewhere here. And of course, let's put the crystal back on it. I think I like this for now. Makes sense to me. But if you have any better ideas, let me know. Oh, and then we need to put the put this somewhere. Let's put it here for now. Okay. Also, I just remembered that today, and when I say today, I mean inside the game, there is a bookseller in town. And personally, oh wait, I actually want to take the watering can back. And the geodes, and 1 spring onion. So there's a bookseller in town, and I haven't played through that content yet, so I'm curious to see how that works. Dear Sil, tomorrow we're holding the Egg Festival in the town square. You should arrive between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. if you'd like to attend. You wouldn't want to miss the annual egg hunt. I don't know about that, Mary Lewis. Maybe I do want to miss it for ethical reasons. But again, I'll think about it until the end of the day. And we get our first harvest of green beans, which means, I think... Have we already harvested any cauliflowers? Actually, I don't think so. Yeah, we haven't. I'll put those here for now. So we have parsnips, potatoes, and green beans. Now we only need, let's see. We only need a cauliflower to finish the spring crops model. But that's going to take a while because cauliflowers take like, I think 12 days to grow or something like that. Hello, Nooch. Who's a good boy? Have some water. Let's water the crops. Oh, I see that there's also a couple of carrots there. But yeah. Trying to think of what else I want to talk about today. Guess we'll maybe let the morning pass a bit more quietly and peacefully while I gather my thoughts. Mhm. Okay, so maybe I'll share with you some thoughts and deliberations that I've had about the channel. So you might have noticed that in tandem with Stardew Valley, I've started playing also Hades and Balatro, pretty much, one episode at a time, like every couple of days, rotating between all three. And I've noticed that anytime I post, for example, on the vegan subreddit, a new Stardew Valley episode, there seem to be, a lot of people like in favor of that. Like people seem to like the post. Whereas whenever I post like another episode, like Balatro or Hades, not only do there not seem to be like any comments at all, but also, there seem to be a lot of downvotes. And it made me kind of think and reevaluate whether I should, post, like make a post for every episode that comes out, regardless of what series it is. And I think maybe it actually makes sense that for games that don't have much to do with veganism, like the other two, maybe not post every day, or sorry, for every video. But I don't know. I would be curious to hear your thoughts about that. So I wonder if I shouldn't try to, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like quote unquote market those, right? The other two, and just let people passively pick them up if they're interested in them, as they go through the Stardew Valley content first. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to think about that. If you have any ideas on where else I can kind of like, again, I don't want to say advertise, but where else can I post about videos that I upload to the channel to kind of like help it grow? Because as of this moment, I only post in a few vegan Discord servers, as well as the vegan subreddit, and not much beyond that. Okay, so I want to crack the geodes, I want to see the bookseller, and I want to make a trash lap, and also potentially a forage lap around town, if there's nothing else to do. So yeah, if you have any ideas for where else some content like this would be a good idea to be posted, please let me know. Hello, Lewis. What voice did I give him in the past? I hope things are going well on Amalus Farm. I'd hate to see it all dried up. Yeah, I mean, me too. So, and we see that there's a unique poster for the bookseller. I'll go there in a moment. So I recognize, and this is actually a good opportunity to bring up this topic. I recognize that I actually missed both Lewis's and Vincent's birthdays, or rather, I just didn't pay attention to them. And I think this is a good opportunity to like kind of bring up a personal note, or a personal thought that I have about birthdays. I'm not a fan of birthdays. Neither mine nor others. If it's someone who's especially important to me, then yes, of course, I will address it, and we might do something fun. But otherwise, it just seems to me like I don't know. I feel like it's too long and cumbersome to explain at the moment, so maybe I can spread it over the rest of the episode. Maybe this episode will kind of be a why Syl dislikes birthdays episode. We'll see. But just real quick, I will say that unless I'm already good friends with someone in the game, I'm not going to prioritize their birthdays at the moment, because even if I did care about birthdays in real life, or in general, I don't know that it makes a lot of sense to me that, as soon as you move into a new town, you immediately look up everyone's birthdays and like try to plan something for them, right? So I will start planning around people's birthdays when we get to relatively high friendship, but not for now, at least. Also, I don't really have a lot of good gifts to give at the moment, so it's not like that would help anyway. Let's go see what the bookseller is about, and then when we have more free time during the rest of the episode, I'll try to explain what I don't like about birthdays in general. Okay, so the sign told me to go here. Maybe it's that new area that we saw in the previous episode. Yeah, there's the bookseller. That's cool. So, let's see what happens here. Hello. Whoa, these are expensive. Marcelo's books at your service. Bait and Bobber. Probably not going to want to buy that one. Read this book to gain some fishing experience. No thanks. Oh, okay. So it seems like you buy a book in order to upgrade some of your abilities. Combat Quarterly. Read this to gain some combat experience. Way of the Wind. Part 1. You run a little bit faster. That's interesting. Definitely going to want to get that at some point. Horse, the book. You gain a little extra speed when riding a horse. So since in our case, the horse is actually going to be replaced by bikes, this actually would be a good thing to get. Old Slither Legs. You will now run a lot faster through grass and crops. Sounds good. And Price Catalog. You can now see the value of your items. Ooh, so like when I hover over them like that, I'll be able to see how much I can sell them for. That would be pretty nifty. And also, it seems to be one of the cheapest books, so we'll see. This is more kind of like a quality of life thing. Probably not going to be necessary very, very early on, but when 3,000 becomes a trivial amount, might want to get it. What is this hot air balloon? Can we interact with it in any way? I guess not. Okay, interesting. Good to know that this thing exists here, and it also answers, the mystery from the previous episode. So it's already 3 p.m. I don't want to miss the blacksmith. I want to crack open these geodes and maybe make a little bit more money. So I'm gonna make a beeline to that, and from there we can continue the trash lab. Hello, Clint. Let's process some geodes. Thunder egg. Some stone. And some more stone. Okay. Let's see how much Thunder egg sells for. 100. Not bad. Well, thanks. Let's continue with the trash lab. And talk to some more characters. So I'll save the birthday explanation for a little bit later, perhaps after we, talk to some characters, because I don't want it to constantly be interrupted. Penny. If you dig in the dirt, you can find some interesting things. One time I found a really old piece of pottery. I brought it to Gunther, and he said it was over 1,000 years old. Well, I mean, would be interesting to know how he came to that conclusion. Maybe he's a quack. I don't know. Jess. I didn't know you. Yeah, that's actually a good mentality when interacting with strangers. So good on you, Jess. And Vincent. Oh no, Mom's making lentil soup tonight. What are you mad about? Lentil soup sounds amazing. I would be pretty stoked if someone made lentil soup for me. Okay, we got some algae. There's Evelyn. Let's say hi.
George spends the whole day in front of that darn television set. I wish he'd go outside more. Some fresh air would do him good.
I can't remember if I've already read that line or not, but whatever. Let's talk to Alex. Hey, it's farm girl. Did you get new pants? You're doing something right. Oh, I almost forgot. It's my day for doing push-ups. Every time I do push-ups, I try to do more than last time. Pretty cool strategy, huh? Yep. Kind of. There's Sebastian. I'm not too big on festivals. Lots of commotion. Too much social interaction. More stress than fun, if you ask me. I mean, I kind of agree. And Pam. So last time I gave her a smoker voice. Let's see if I can replicate it. Each day is just the each day is... I don't know what other voice I could have done. What was it? Oh, whatever. I'll just go with it. Each day is just the same as the last. If only I'd been born rich. Oh, don't we all? Do I want to buy anything from Pierre? Oh, actually, good timing. Like, there's 10 minutes left. Let's see if I can make it. Don't leave the counter. Don't leave the counter. Don't leave the counter. Okay. Do I want to? So here's the thing. I probably want to buy a few more parsnips in order to try and get the high quality ones, like the gold star ones. So I'll buy 20, I think. And I'll try to get the 5 parsnip, the 5 gold parsnips. And just in time, he was just about to leave. Oh, actually, let's say hello to him too. Do I want to give him a voice? I can't think of a unique one. Business has been slow since Jojo moved into town. It's hard to compete with their selection. It's interesting, by the way, that, like, you know, they keep saying about how Jojo is, like, cheaper than Pierre's. Oh, there's Leah. Let's say hello. Hello. It's simpler to be friends with the trees. They don't have much to say. Also true. Let's say hello to Haley. Haley is ignoring you. Wow. Well, you know, if she's already doing that, let's give her... Oh, okay, I wanted to pick the trash in front of her. I was about to say, let's give her another reason to. Okay, Vincent is gonna hate us, but it's okay. We'll make up for it in the future. Hey, hey, Devil. Has little Nooch settled in yet? It's such a nice property for a pet to explore. Sure. Okay, so we finished the trash lab. Let's do a quick forage lab, and this will be a good opportunity for me to at least try to start the birthdays line of thought. So, for context, part of my autism profile has to do with PDA, which stands for either persistent drive for autonomy, or, you know, in the past it used to be called pathological demand avoidance. I personally like to, make a combo out of these and call it persistent demand avoidance. And what it basically means is that anytime my mind interprets something like a demand, it wants to not do it even more. So, for example, and it can range from, it can be like a bunch of different stuff. It can be, large scale, kind of like work in capitalism, where because capitalism demands us to, do work that is completely inessential and is just, for profits for others. Do I want anything here? I don't think so. Okay. So with capitalism, for example, it forces us to do jobs that are not essential for anyone and are just, there to make a profit for capitalists. And of course, are not interesting to us either. So that is perceived as a demand. And as a result, not only do I feel like I don't want to do it, but it feels like I can't do it, right? Or rather, it becomes extremely difficult to do it. Hello, Nooch. And it can be small stuff, like, for example, I'm, busy doing something that I enjoy, like playing this game, for example, and all of a sudden my body feels hungry, right? My body feeling hungry and, like, basically demanding to get some food is interpreted by my brain as a demand. And as a result, it wants to put that off, right? Until it becomes more unbearable than before. And it can range to a lot of different stuff. Socially, you've probably guessed by now where I'm leading with this, is that because people expect you to do something for either their birthday or your birthday or for other people's birthdays, and it is considered by the majority of society as some sort of like faux pas to not do anything for someone's birthday, even if it is just say something, right? As a result, they start feeling worse about you, like they think less of you. We get an event, and actually one of my favorite events in the game, so I'll put a pause on the birthday thing for a moment. What voice did I give George? I think it was sounds like those raccoons are back again. Filthy vermins. Ah, you turned up at the right moment, miss. Could you do an old man a favor? Could you go around the corner and scare off those raccoons for me? They've been causing a real mess. Thanks. Make sure to give him a good scare so they never come back. Hey, Linus.
It was me. I'm sorry. I find a lot of hot, fresh food in these cans. Stuff that will go to waste if I don't take it. Do you think there's something wrong with what I'm doing?
So the options are yes, it's disgusting. Definitely disagree. No, it's a shame for food to go to waste. This seems like a good option. Yes, it's illegal. That's George Private's property. Fuck that. We're anarchists all the way. And no, but you should get a job and stop leeching off others. No, it's a shame for food to go to waste. I mean, that's how we've been playing so far. We've been getting lots of good bread from trash in the previous episodes.
Thanks, Sil. I knew you were an open-minded person. I feel good about what I'm doing. I'm not harming anyone.
Exactly. That's a really good way to look at it.
You can go home. I promise I won't rummage in George's can anymore. You can tell him you scared off the raccoons for good.
Well, sounds like a good resolution. See ya. Oh. So I'm like just hiding behind the bushes or behind the saloon for the rest of the cutscene? That's weird. Gus. Wait. I know what you were doing, Linus. If you need food, just ask. I don't want anyone in Pelican Town to go hungry. Here, I've got a basket of spaghetti fritters for you. Just make sure you dip in my spicy marinara. Go on, take it. I don't know if that's the voice I gave him last time, but I guess it'll do. Alright, so let's finish, the forage lap, and then and also during that, I'll continue explaining. So, like persistent demand avoidance. So, essentially, the whole, social expectations surrounding birthdays are very easily, interpreted by my mind as a demand, right? Because if I don't do something for someone's birthday, people are going to think less of me for doing so. And so it's not just like a fun little exchange. It's also an ultimatum, even if not, explicit. It's kind of like like an implied ultimatum. If you don't do something for my birthday, I'm going to think less of you, and our, relationship is going to be compromised. So I don't like it. And also, I do recognize that there are upsides to birthdays, right? For example, one of the biggest ones, which is why I still also participate in them when it comes to close friends, is that, people are usually busy a lot of the time. They don't have a lot of time for, to like hang out with the people who are dear to them, go out, socialize and stuff like that. And a birthday is a good opportunity not only to do that, right? But also to, I guess, get a day off work in a way that I guess the employers are expecting, right? And also because the date for the birthday is like predetermined and people can save it in their calendar, the family members can plan around it too. By the way, while I talk, I'm going to plant some of the parsnips. Oh, and don't forget to make some fertilizer, I should say. So, so like people can plan around it, right? They can, like, even the family members and like the other people who want to celebrate can take a day off from work or from whatever else they're doing to, plan around it, which is good. But in or rather like in a fair world where, capitalism has been abolished and people can just, people just get the material conditions that they deserve and they can pursue. I'm going to start filling the blanks, the blank spaces between these at this point. in a fair world where people get all the material conditions, they deserve, that are in like material abundance, and so they can start pursuing, what they actually care about, people are going to have far more time to, like socialize, and, go out and have fun. They'll have the time and the availability to, put effort into the people they care about and like show their affection and do stuff together all year round, right? Let me get this spring onion real quick just to make sure we don't start the next day with low energy. And I guess that's not enough. Maybe I should eat bread too. But anyway, people in a fixed society, right, or in a better society, I should say, will have like more year-round opportunities to like express their affection and like do stuff together. Where did I put the algae last time? I think it was maybe the outside chest. Yeah, there you go. Oh, and actually now, because I'm growing those parsnips, I will put up the scarecrow, to make sure that crows don't eat the high quality ones. And once we're done with that, which should be like in a few days, I'll take the scarecrow off. So yeah, I mean, I agree with the argument that, oh, I crashed. Didn't pay attention to time. Well, thankfully it happened, in the house, so maybe I won't lose anything. Okay, I guess the penalty is that I wake up with half energy. That's a bit problematic, but thankfully we have bread, so we'll make do. Let's see the weather real quick. Nothing interesting, and relatively good luck today, which doesn't matter because we don't have any geodes. So, we can't go into town at the moment. It'll immediately tell us that, the egg festival is being set up. So let's see. We get another potato harvest, which is very nice. We've got some new ideas to sleep on, so I guess that's farming. And yeah, let's sell those. Let's sell these potatoes for now to make some money. And I guess I could continue, my explanation while I water the crops. So yeah, I agree that in today's society, it's a good thing that, people can plan around, certain dates and, spend time together that way. But again, something about it just feels manufactured and artificial to me. And I can't put my finger, I can wrap my finger around it, or put my finger on it, I should say. It just feels off to me. So unless it's for people whom I especially care about, usually I don't really put a lot of effort into it. And on top of that, I see it as kind of like a filter, right? Because because I have free time on my hands, I try to like express my affection and, and care for people year round, right? Rather than just on their birthday. And there have been cases in the past where, I really showed affection and care for someone year round. Then for their birthday, I didn't do anything special, and they just decided to terminate that friendship as a result of that. And in retrospect, when I think about that, in my mind, like, do I want to put effort into a relationship with someone who would just throw the entire relationship to the trash just because I didn't, say anything or do anything for their birthday, even if I did show them affection year round? I don't think so. Okay, this is a good time to eat bread, because we don't have a lot of energy. So yeah, I don't think so. So in a way, even though, it's just hindsight, in a way, I'm glad to figure out, at least early on in a relationship, how, I guess, petty, for lack of a better word, someone is going to be if I don't, pay any special attention to their birthday. Who knows? I might be wrong about this. I might be going about this the wrong way. And by the way, I'd be curious to hear your thoughts in the comments. But I have a couple more reasons for why I don't particularly like birthdays. The first one, and I guess good opportunity to chop that tree. Another reason that I don't like birthdays, I guess, is a bit more philosophical. well, let's start with mine, right? I don't like my birthday because I wish I hadn't been born. So like, why celebrate it? Rather than celebrate my birthday, I actually prefer to celebrate my veganiversary, which is January 18th. I think that's something that is much more worthwhile to celebrate. And in the same way that, you know, people could schedule a day off in order to celebrate it with me as my birthday, I could just tell them, hey, instead of a birthday, I much prefer celebrating something that is much more meaningful to me. And I guess in that sense, right, like when I think about other people as an antinatalist, I wish no one was born, right? And so why would I want to celebrate their births? I don't. And so I'd much rather, like, if we're going to have, like, you know, a once every year or once every few months, like, celebration for them, why not celebrate something that is more meaningful, right? But I guess at that point, the question becomes, what is more meaningful to them? Can they personally think of something that is more meaningful to them than, you know, than their birthday? And if not, then fair. We'll celebrate their birthday, I guess. Okay, gonna put a pause on that. So yeah, we have a shop here, and I guess just buying something at the shop is not problematic, right? I do want to get some strawberries. I'm gonna get 10, I think, and spend all our hard-earned cash because I want to plant 5 now and then save 5 for the next year or for when we get the greenhouse. Because by then we'll probably have seed makers and I'll be able to make more of these if I want. Let's talk to people around the festival. And I think when the time comes to like do the egg hunt, I'll just refuse it. Shane.
Our hands have been working overtime to prepare for this festival. They deserve the best tonight. Bowls full of sweet yellow corn.
Okay, so there you go. We have a confirmation that the eggs being used in this festival are real eggs. And so I don't want to participate in it. I don't want to like normalize it. So we'll just go around and say hi to everyone and then just go back to the farm. Linus.
No one really talks to me. I just come for the deviled eggs.
You know, I guess he just doesn't know any better, right? Like I was about to say fuck you, but like, I guess people are just not aware, right? Whatever. What can you do? Clint. Is there any... did I give him any voice before?
Is there any more food?
Maybe that works. I don't know. Gus. I feel like going through this festival now and like, and you know, rapid fire, like kind of like lightning round, you know, talking to everyone is kind of like a test, like a pop quiz to see if I remember the voices I give everyone. Gus. I hope everyone's enjoying the food. I've been cooking for days to get everything ready. Fried eggs, boiled eggs, poached eggs, deviled eggs, scrambled eggs, chocolate eggs, you name it. I wonder if I even want to continue on going through this festival to kind of like normalize conversation like that. But I guess there is value in bearing witness and, you know, just showing how obsessed people can be over products of exploitation. So yeah, let's keep talking to them. Pam.
I put something nice into the punch.
Uh-oh.
Shh, that's between you and me, kid.
Robin. Spring is a busy time of year, so it's nice to have a day off to catch up with friends. Caroline. Abby's always loved the egg hunt, ever since she was a tiny girl. Marlon. So we haven't met him before. He's the person you meet the first time you go into the mines, where he gives you a sword to go on adventuring. So that's why we haven't met him so far. Do I want to give him a voice?
Even with my bad leg, I never miss a town festival.
Hello, Willie. And also, fuck you. Sometimes I'll hide an egg too. Sorry. Sometimes I'll hide an egg too well, and no one finds it. Well, until summer rolls around. Then the hot air starts to bring out the rotten smell. So yeah, another confirmation that the eggs are real in this festival. Hello, Maru. I always look forward to these gatherings. It makes the valley feel like a real community. Well, it is a real community. Penny. The children have been looking forward to this festival for weeks. Makes sense. Vincent. When does the egg hunt start? I'm so excited. Oh, I guess I forgot to give him a voice. That's fine. Jas. I hope I can find some eggs before Vincent takes them all. I would say something to them about how they shouldn't be playing with eggs because products of exploitation, but I guess, I don't know, maybe a bit too soon. Demetrius. Egg. What a strange thing to eat. I agree. You know, maybe Demetrius is vegan too. Harvey. Eggs definitely have a place in the well-balanced diet. False. False information. Oops, I should take off my doctor's hat for the time being. And also your carnist hat, I would say. Jody. Vincent loves this festival. It's a joy to see him so happy. Emily. I've been up since dawn coloring eggs. It's always my favorite part of the season. Well, you know, maybe you could take a part in introducing, you know, artificial eggs or like, you know, arts and crafts eggs next time instead of real eggs. Let's talk to Monty first, because I know that when you talk to Lewis, that's kind of like initiating the egg hunt. So, Devil, welcome to the Egg Festival. Compliments of my wonderful brood of hens. Devil. Leah. This fruit punch is unusually good. Another, you know, point towards Leah for not talking about anything that has to do with eggs. That's pretty good. Elliot. Taking breaks from work can make you more productive in the long run. Capitalism coded. Sam. My nose. Allergies. Sebastian.
We used to do a rotten egg toss. Mayor Lewis put an end to that pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, probably not for the right reasons, but still good overall. Abigail. Searching for eggs is like going on a treasure hunt. Well, I'm not gonna comment on that. Haley. This festival is alright. Wait, sorry, voice. This festival is alright, but what I'm really looking forward to is the flower dance. I don't know if that was a good Valley Girl voice. Alex.
I try to eat at least 3 eggs every day. I need that protein for my legs.
Well, you can get all the protein you need from other sources too. So it's unfortunate that you've been so direly misinformed, but maybe that's Harvey's fault. And finally, let's talk to Lewis. Do you think everyone's ready for the egg hunt yet? Not yet. And in fact, some people will never be. See ya. Actually, let's see if there's anything else I want to buy here. Decorations. Okay, everything else is just decorations. So let's go back. Leave the egg festival. Once you do, the festival will end. Okay. So we've watered all the crops, and I guess, do I have another thing to eat? Because I do want to plant these strawberries as soon as possible. And also I'll use fertilizer for them. Okay, yeah, I can eat a carrot. That's good. And I feel like at this point the salmonberry season should start any day now, so I won't have to spend all of those carrots anytime soon. Okay, 5 fertilizer. And you know, I don't know if I will say it wasn't intentional that I kept this like row of 5. I just happened to miss it when planting the other parsnips. And then we need the watering can. Okay, so we'll go to sleep, and then I'll go on a little bit longer about my my anecdote regarding, or rather, not anecdote, but like my thoughts regarding oh, don't eat the daffodil, about birthdays. Let's put the strawberry seeds here and the daffodil. I guess with the daffodil we can take it and I guess we should always carry a few of those on hand to give people, unless we're really running low on inventory space. So yeah, let's go to sleep. Level farming 2, or level 2 farming. +1 watering can proficiency, +1 hoe proficiency, new crafting recipe stone fence. I am going to want to start decorating the farm with that. New crafting recipe mayonnaise machine. So, you know, your gut instinct would be, okay, we're never going to use that. But actually, because of the vegan crafting recipes mod, we do have stuff that we can use this for. We can create, I think, some like cheeses with it, or like vegan mayonnaise or stuff like that with some plant-based ingredients. And new crafting recipe sprinkler. So we'll see how we craft those in a moment. So from these potatoes, 600 gold. Pretty good. Day 14 of spring, year 1. Weather report. Sunny tomorrow. Bad luck today. And Queen of Sauce. Greetings, it is I, the Queen of Sauce, here to teach you a new mouth-watering recipe from my secret cookbook. I don't think this line is any different from last time. Hold on, I feel a burp coming. I should have eaten before recording, but because now like my stomach is growling and I get all sorts of like hiccups and burps. Coleslaw. Envisioning bland mounds of limp cabbage. You're not alone, but a great coleslaw can be so much more. Make sure you have a juicy fresh cabbage for this one. Toss with a little vinegar and mayonnaise and you're all set. Ah, that's crisp. So normally we wouldn't cook this, right, because it has mayonnaise, but thankfully with the vegan recipes mod, we can make vegan mayonnaise and we'll be able to cook that dish too. You learn how to cook coleslaw. It's also possible that even the recipe itself is not going to contain mayonnaise because of the same mod, but we'll see. Ooh, big harvest. Let's also grab the watering can. Grab the watering can, thank you. Let's say hello to Nooch. We also get cauliflowers. So I'm going to be able to complete that part of the community center today. Okay, running low on inventory space. Okay, so save this one for the community center. Probably sell higher quality ones for money. Sell this and this too. Ooh, gold star cauliflower. Do you need gold star cauliflower for anything? I don't think so. The crafts room, where is it? No, fish tank? No. One of them had like a high, it's in the pantry. So quality crops doesn't have a cauliflower, so we can sell the high quality one. Let's harvest a little bit more. And then these ones are probably different quality. Sell high quality. And then harvest the rest. And I think now we have some space, so we could probably craft some more mixed seeds. Oh, this is also different, so. I am gonna save the high quality daffodil for a gift though. Or should I? Probably not. Let's sell it. Okay. Oh, and this is just regular quality. Okay, so now let's figure out how many we have of each. See how many seeds we want to craft. We have quite a lot. Okay, let's do just 2 for now. And I'm not going to use any fertilizer for them. Oh, is there a spot there? No, okay. And let's start watering. Thankfully, with the level 2 farming that we have now, I might not even need to eat anything in order to be able to water all of this without running out of energy. Oh, and I see some copper ore down there. We'll get to that in a moment. I guess I forgot to go down to the quarry area last day. Also, the episode is coming up to 50 minutes now, so I assume this will be the last day of the episode, but we'll see. Okay, birthdays. So yeah, if people can't think of anything that they would like to celebrate more than their birthday, and I'm pretty close with them, then yeah, of course, I'll celebrate it with them, right? Like, why not? But I do like to encourage people to like come up with a reason to celebrate that is not like this like constructed social expectation that would be a faux pas if like you don't participate in it, right? And the last reason is that on top of, you know, the PDA thing, you know, not to lend any credibility to the love language theory, right? Because I hear that there's some problematic stuff with it. But I will say that I feel like I have a natural preference for love between me and others to be kind of like, at the very least, not like prescribed or, you know, like anticipated, right? Like, for example, when it comes to compliments, I don't like fishing for compliments. I don't ask for compliments. And, you know, the closest thing I do to that is like ask for feedback about stuff, right? And then if the person happens to have a compliment, that's fun. But I don't ask for one, right? On the same token, I don't like the idea that, you know, I know in advance when people are going to like try to surprise me with something or like tell me something nice for like my birthday, right? Or give me a gift or, you know, ask to, or, you know, suggest to like take me out somewhere, right? I like it when it's spontaneous. I like to get hugs in a spontaneous manner. I like to get compliments in a spontaneous manner. I like to be asked out to places in a spontaneous manner. And a lot of the time, especially because people don't have a lot of free time on their hands in everyday life, what ends up being the case is that, you know, throughout the majority of the year, I end up feeling like, you know, not much is happening, right? Or even in some cases, like I end up feeling a bit lonely in this sense. And then when my birthday rolls over, or, you know, when it's my birthday, you know, that's when like everyone tries to like shower me all at once with the attention that I couldn't get from them throughout the rest of the year. And not only is it like not satisfying, but also it's kind of like a reminder, right? It's kind of like a reminder of how throughout the rest of the year they don't have time for anything like that, which sucks, I would say. I don't think I want anything here, but since we're already in the forest, let's make a lap. And I see that there's some grass here, or weeds, I should say. So yeah, I feel like there's a combination overall, just to like kind of summarize. There's a bunch of reasons why I'm personally not a fan of birthdays. I will still celebrate them if it's someone close to me and they can't think of anything else that they would want to celebrate. So I guess that's that. And now you know why I'm not paying extra attention to birthdays in the game right now. Also, something else that I forgot to mention. The waterfalls are new in the 1.6 update, so I'll be quiet for a moment so you can actually hear them. So yeah, not only an added visual, but also added sounds, which is very pleasant. I hope you can't hear my stomach growling throughout the episode, but I assure you that as soon as the episode is over and I set it to start processing, I will get something to eat, so don't worry. I made a pretty big salad yesterday, and I like to eat it with nut and nooch parm, so. Alright, let's see what Leah has to say. If you hear any banging from inside my hut, it's probably just me working on one of my sculptures. Well, thanks for letting me know, because in another game, in Baldur's Gate 3, I have had a pretty unfortunate incident of, you know, hearing a bunch of knocking coming from a shed, and finding a very unpleasant surprise inside when I checked. Those who know what I'm talking about, know. I won't elaborate further. Anyway. Oh man, I've been pushing off my homework all weekend. Looks like I'll be pulling another all-nighter. Well, good luck with that. Speaking of Baldur's Gate 3, by the way, I do also want to play it on the channel sometime. Not only because, you know, I like Dungeons & Dragons, and it's, you know, it's got a great narrative, great voice acting, great music. So for similar reasons to Hades, but also because you can play vegan in it, right? You can play in a manner that is like somewhat pacifist. Oh, I didn't bring any daffodils. But actually, Maru doesn't like daffodils, so that's okay. Let's see if she likes a dandelion. Hello. Thanks. Okay, so she doesn't have a preference for dandelion either. That's okay. Over time, we'll learn to, explore her preferences and gifts. Let's see what she has to say. Hi. Do you have fun working on the farm? Yes, definitely. Well, that's good, isn't it? Yep. Good mentality. Evelyn.
It's nice to be so close to the ocean. The sound of the sea makes going to sleep a lot easier. As kids, we hunted for seashells after the tide went out. Those were the days.
Well, hopefully you didn't pick up any sentient creature among them, but who knows. Here's Sam. I wonder if Sam likes Jojo Cola, actually. Would be a fun gift. Actually, let's give it a try. I'm curious. Thanks, I really like this. Well, good thing I checked. I had a hunch. Sam. I stepped in something gross earlier, and I just bought these shoes. Well, tough luck. It's funny that because the Jojo Cola is from the trash, but he can't tell any better. Ooh, Gold Star Daffodil. That's gonna be nice to gift. In fact, let's see if I can find Leah again today. I would like to give that to her. Let's say hello to Clint. Oh, closed already. That's okay. Oh, and there's another trash can at the top. Where would Leah be at this time? Maybe she's still around the lake where we saw her last time. Or was it a river? I can't remember. Let's go see. Real quick, let's see if there are any digging spots on the beach. There we go. That's carrots, I believe. Or carrot seeds. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, hello, Elliot. Hello. I hope your new farming life is panning out as you'd hoped. Kind of, yeah. So far. And I guess when I read his dialogue during the Egg Festival, I forgot to give him his usual voice. My bad. Oh, I already picked those. Hello, Devil. Hey there, it's good to see ya. Feel free to visit us anytime you please. Oh, I don't know about that. Alright, let's see if we can find Leah. I think she was here last time. Maybe she went to the lake. There she is. Hello, Leah. I have a flower for you. This is a really nice gift. Thank you. See, okay, so we're already up to 1 heart with her. And as soon as we hit 2 hearts, we're going to be able to visit her at her home too. So it's going to be easier to find her for gift giving going forward. Is there anything else I want to do today? I want to plant the carrot seeds. And what else? Actually, I should check. Do I have enough copper to smelt another bar? Oh, and I wanted to showcase the crafting recipes that we just unlocked. So, and I guess I never checked, this. So use this to create a cooking campfire, allowing you to cook on the go. So I guess we could, make some dishes even now if we wanted by using some of these resources. Though I'm not in any rush to do so. We can craft a stone fence. We might do that next time, kind of like decorate the farm a little bit. Mayonnaise machine. Wood, stone, earth crystal, and copper bar. So earth crystals are going to be a bit of a problem to come by. So this could be a good incentive to maybe sometime in the future get the Pacifist Valley mod, because that would allow us to go grab some earth crystals. Although, again, I still have some ethical reservations about that. Maybe by the next episode, I'll do some research as to how one can find earth crystals in other ways, more consistently. We also unlocked the sprinkler, for which we need 1 copper bar and 1 iron bar. And it says it waters the 4 adjacent tiles every morning. So 1 sprinkler is not going to make too much of a difference. I would probably want to save, the copper and iron for other stuff, especially iron, because it's going to be more useful for higher quality sprinklers. The only exception would be, if I already have a big surplus of copper and iron, I might craft a lot of these at once, but we'll see. The fact that they only, water, to their cardinal directions also makes it so the pattern in which you plant the seeds is going to be kind of like weird in a sense. Maybe I'll show it one time. Let's plant the carrots real quick. Get the watering can. Oh, and before the day is over, let's actually go finish the bundle in the community center. The spring crops. Also, we have a surplus of these, so let's sell a few. Let's go down to 3 each. Now, let's put these back. We don't have enough copper for to smelt another bar yet, but we're close. And so sell these, and then one of each of these crops will be enough for the community center. I'll make my way to the community center, kind of like with a detour around the mountain pass, to see if there's any forage there. By the way, you might have noticed... Oh, there's a leak. You might have noticed that my nose is a little bit stuffy today. I think I slept with the AC on, a little bit too low of a temperature, but that's fine. There's a horseradish. And I guess we can say hello to Linus, since we're already here. Hello.
I don't like to stay in one place for too long. There's just too much to experience in the world.
Sounds like a fine, attitude to me. I guess maybe that's why he, lives in a tent, because he moves around every now and then. I could make it to the other side of this, section of the map, but I'm worried I might not make it home in time if I do that. And I don't want to crash again. All right, so I believe it's in the pantry where we want to... Yeah, there we go. So boom, 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 boom. Bundle complete. We get a gift. 20 speed grow fertilizers. Stimulates leaf production. Guaranteed to increase growth rate by at least 10%. Mix into tilled soil. I can't remember even a single time throughout my entire, all of my years of playing, Stardew Valley across different playthroughs, where I actually utilized this. But who knows? Maybe we'll come up with a good use for it. And so now that this bundle is complete, I think either the bulletin board or the the boiler room is going to open up. And so we can check out some of the bundles there, because I believe the vegan community center bundles mod has shifted some things around in it. So let's see. So blacksmith's bundle, pretty easy. Just need to find... Actually, we could, if we have enough money, we could, do this relatively quickly. We just buy 5 of each, smelt them, and then put them here. Geologist's bundle. So I'm a bit worried about fire quartz, because I think the only place you can get it from that isn't the mines is from Omnigeodes, and that's a long ways away. So we'll see about that. Maybe this would also be a good incentive to kind of ease up on the mines restrictions if we install the Pacific Valley mod. and Explorers bundle. So this usually has, kind of like monster drops, kind of like Bat Wings and like Void Essence and stuff like that. So instead, it wants us to find, it's kind of like Archaeologists bundle, if that makes sense. Or rather, is this one called? Yeah. So I would call this like Archaeologists bundle. And really, this only boils down to just finding digging spots and paying attention to them. So yeah, good stuff all around. All right, let's make our way home. I can't remember if I've checked for quests today. Okay, no quests. And I believe I've already completed a full trash lap. There's Abigail. Okay, what do I want to do on the next few days of the game? I guess we'll just see when we get there. Who knows, maybe I'll be convinced by the next episode already to like get the Pacifist Valley mod and play through it. Let's see if we need any more of these. We do need a leak, so I'll save that. And in fact, since now we have a lot more energy per day, I might craft another one of these, like 10 seeds more. And plant them real quick. I think we already have the spots for them. Almost. Let's dig a couple more spots here. And that's enough. Now I need the watering can. I don't think I'm going to pass out before, I finish watering them, but let's try to hurry it up anyway. Oh, I think I've already watered that, so... yeah. I guess we should get another torch going around here. So let me do that real quick. So we need some wood and sap. Okay, so next episode, I know that I want to start working a little bit on the farm decoration. I don't want it to stay, basic like this forever. We also have a lot of wood. I could use 300 in order to repair the bridge at the beach and, potentially find more digging spots in the future. I think I'll do that as well next episode. Alright. Good night, Nooch. Didn't notice you teleporting today. And we've made quite a lot of money from the massive harvest that we had today. So see, like 1 gold cauliflower is like 262 gold. That's pretty massive. And we've also sold a lot of kind of like wild grown forages. So that's fantastic. Day 15. All right, we're very, very close actually to getting the backpack upgrade. It's very possible that, there might be a crop ready for harvest today, which we could go sell to Pierre directly and then buy the backpack upgrade. So could be exciting. Anyway, not much else to add at the moment, so I'll just end it with thank you for watching. Leave feedback and ideas in the comments, especially about the Pacifist Valley discussion. And let me know if you have anything else on your mind. So stay mindful, eat fruit, and don't multiply. Peace.